The final call to prayer. At the edge of a desolate village lay an old graveyard, known by the locals as the Silent Valley. During the day, everything appeared normal, but as night fell, the winds began to whisper, and the trees swayed like they were trying to conceal something in their shadows. This is the story of Zahid, a young man visiting his aunt in that quiet village. The village was small, but wrapped in mystery. People locked their doors at dusk, warning each other not to wander out after dark. But Zahid, being a city boy with a modern mind, dismissed it all as superstitious nonsense. One night, after his aunt had gone to sleep, Zahid decided to visit the infamous graveyard called Chup Shaha Place villagers feared deeply. Legend had it, whoever gives the call to prayer, azan, at midnight from the old shrine inside the cemetery, awakens the dead. Holding only a flashlight, with a chest full of arrogance, Zahid made his way to the rusted gates. As he approached, they creaked open on their own. The moment he stepped inside, an eerie silence swallowed him. Graves stretched out in every direction, some ancient, overgrown with moss, and some new, like thyme, hadn't even touched them yet. Every step crunched dry leaves beneath his feet, while twisted tree branches threw moving shadows that seemed to follow him. He reached the center of the cemetery, where an old shrine stood. Turning off the flashlight, Zahid lifted his hands and began to recite the azan. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! As his voice echoed through the cold night air, the ground trembled slightly. The graves, they began to breathe, as if inhaling his words. A strange chill spread through the graveyard. The wind howled louder and then stillness. Suddenly, one of the gravestones shifted. Zahid turned and watched in horror as a black shadow emerged, not with a face, not with a form, just thick, creeping smoke. It floated toward him and stopped inches away. "We were asleep," it whispered. "Why did you wake us?" Zahid stood frozen, his tongue locked. He tried to step back, but the soil beneath him seemed to grasp his feet. More graves began to crack open. Restless souls, faceless and formless, stretched their arms toward Zahid. "You reminded us that we are dead. Why?" He tried to scream, but his voice died in his throat. Panic filled his eyes as he saw what looked like thousands of dead eyes staring into him. His breath slowed. The last thing he saw was the green cloth of the shrine, turning into pure darkness. The next morning, the villagers gathered near the graveyard gates. They were wide open. In the center, a fresh grave had appeared. No one had seen Zahid come or go, but on the tombstone, a single name was engraved. Zahid Ahmed, the one